betting office, can't they? I mean, I mean, where I was born, as I said, in Gloucester, the White City was down and out. We didn't even have any shoes on.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you've experienced it in Swindon, I expect.
Well, not quite as poverty-stricken as that, but yeah.
No,
yeah.
my mother and father, I mean, they lived in the council house, and we had nothing.
Yeah.
So.
No, I remember. Yeah. No, you're taking me back. But great memory. What can I say? That I suppose a pint in the Lord John is appreciably cheaper than some pubs.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's not for that, but it's. And another thing is, I use the Clothiers Arms. I mean, I run that for the lottery for 15 or 16 years down there, but I don't go in there so much because there's a couple of young girls in there, and they think they own the place, if you know what I mean. And I don't like that. And another thing is, when you go into a pub, you don't want a pint on the counter waiting for you. That's when you can say you want to get out.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Well, take your time. Okay. Well, I've got two last questions, if that's okay, and then if you want more. We've been rattling along for quite a good time.
Yeah. I hope it's going to give you some help.
Oh, it's brilliant. Is there a particular location in Rodborough that is special to you? Is my penultimate question. It might be your walk, it might be something else, it might be a particular. Well,
there is one special place that I do walk around. It's where my wife is buried in the churchyard in Rodborough there, and that's at the front there. Okay. And I usually go around there and adjust the flowers. As you can see, I like flowers and got greenhouses and all that. Yeah, but I do like Rodborough in general because there isn't really any hassle at all. There is extremely at times. It is very annoying. There's heavy traffic outside the house, but if that's only one thing in your lifetime, that's not bad, is it?
Thank you very much. I think Thank you very much, Mick. Thank you very much, Mr. Jennings.
Yeah. Thank you.
Brilliant. Do you enjoy that? Well, right, here's a postscript from Mr. Jennings about Mick's
sport. I'd first tell you, I've been a bit of a sports person for nearly all my life. The thing is, football and rugby, I played for the county under-16 player. Cross-country running, I was a champion for Gloucestershire. Football teams, I played for Saintbridge, Longford, Tuffley, Gloucester City, and Bristol City, which I kept goal for 2 seasons.
Oh, right.
With a man named Ian Bearpark, who's now dead. And road walking, I was a road walking champion for 3 years at the Longford and Treadworth, and also I went in the London Brighton and finished 4th in a walking race in London to Brighton.
Right.
My organisations I have raised money for are the Brain Tumour Research, which my wife unfortunately lost her life with, and the contributions that I've done is Greyhound Racing, British Hearts Foundation, Stroud Hospital, money I've raised for, and I also became the SOS Standish, Save Our Standish Hospital. I was the founder of it.
Right.
And in a sponsorship with my son, Nigel, who done a lot of road racing, I sponsored my son in the Isle of Man TT races, Germany, Italy and India. And I'm a club member of, possibly some people don't like it, the Stroud Conservative Club, the Labour Club, and the Liberal Club, Stroud Rugby Club, and the Gloucester. When my wife died, I put up a very good trophy for the Skittle League. My hobbies are, growing chrysanthemums for showing. I like gardening, and growing tomatoes in the greenhouse, and I restored my old Rover car, which is a 75. There is only 32 of them in the world now, and unfortunately I picked it up in a garage which belonged to Mr. Weiser, 3 doors from where Stuart lives, and it took me 5 years to restore it. It was scrap. So I'm quite proud of that, and I do a lot of quite a few odd jobs and weddings, and taking elderly people out for functions, and all the money is put into the brain tumour research, which I've collected I don't like to say it, but nearly £80,000.
Right.
And I go swimming because I've had 7 lots of hips and riddled with arthritis.
Well,
okay.
I think we can all tell from this oral testimony that I've just spoken to a quite extraordinary man. And thank you so much, Mick, for allowing me into your home on this Good Friday 2009. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Stuart, and had a chat about these things anyway. You're very welcome to come back at any time.
Well, I've got one last question. Any other chrysanthemum shows, anything to do, any of those in Rodborough?
Yeah. No, really, I used to show in the national shows, which were down at Weston and Cinderford. But they have a small early. I used to grow late chrysanthemums because the early varieties. There was always a show at Minchinhampton, and there still is.
Okay, thank you, sir.